I could have did things different with my money. If you a truck driver, you did pretty good. And
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
get the house, you can get the car, you can get all these material things. I just lived like a lot of truckers live.
If you had to do your trucking career all over again, with all of the knowledge that you have and all the experience that you have, especially with Yellow, all of the years that you spent there, and them closing down now, and you're about to experience something different now with Sheetz. If you had to do your trucking career all over again, would you do anything different, or would you
Great
would you follow
question.
a similar path?
I would not. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. It has more, not so much to do with trucking itself. It just has to do with my experience as a middle-aged man, having experienced everything that I've experienced in life. This was my path. And I don't want to get all woo-woo about it. I'll just say I chose that long before this existence. This is what I needed to do to get to where I am today. And where I am today is getting me to wherever I'm headed. I chose that path already. I can tell you this. If I had done things logically, if I could go back knowing everything that I know now, I'd have never left Chicago. I could have did all my trucking right there. I could have saved the 10 years in the military, but I needed that. I needed to get out of Chicago. I could have started in New Jersey doing something that would have been much better with the knowledge I have, but I never would have ended up in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And I love the Commonwealth. I needed that path to get me where I am. Could I have done things better? Absolutely. But it was necessary for me to experience it in the exact manner that I did in order to lead me to where I am today. And there's something about a man or woman that realizes that everything that happened was for
A
a
reason.
divine reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and that's just the way. So I don't live with regret. I could have did things a lot better. I've made terrible, terrible mistakes that I'm still paying for to this day. But I had to do it because that's my path.
Do me a favor. Give me, if you don't mind, give me some specifics as far as things that you feel like you could have done differently, or mistakes that you feel like you made dealing with trucking, if you can, if you don't mind. Give me a few specifics.
Well, for number one, I started with CRST back in 1998. I was splitting 22 cents a mile because teams split the miles. And
Which means you saying you're at 11 cents a
11
mile?
cents a mile
Okay.
and living out of a suitcase. I mean, I could have did things different, man. I could have avoided the first year of trucking over the road. You don't have to do that. But I would have had to have planned better before I separated from the military, because I had my CDLs while I was still on active duty. I took
Mm-hmm.
advantage of a program that they had and was able to get that at Fort Dix, New Jersey, which isn't even open anymore. But yeah, for example, I could have did that. Another one, I'm just going to be totally transparent. It doesn't matter that it was trucking or not. I did not save enough money. I did not put money back. I just lived, like a lot of truckers live. The money's good. The money's coming in. It's an industry, especially I'm from the south side of Chicago. If you're a truck driver, you did pretty good. And
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
get the house, you can get the car, you can get all these material things that show a certain status that makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I could have did things different with my money. You know what I mean? That's important. Because you're going to
Very
make a
important.
good bit of it, but if you don't, it's not about what you make. It's about what you're keeping. It's about what you're investing that's going to, increase. And I wasn't putting thought energy into creating, wealth.
Mm-hmm.
I was just focused on how do I make money.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
definitely would have changed that. I knew, here's the thing. When you talk about Yellow going out of business, oh baby, I knew they were going out of business.
The writing was on the walls, huh?
And I had already been through it before. So I wasn't panicking. I accepted it as a matter of fact. These guys, they ain't gonna make it. And I could have rushed out. I could have left years prior. And I could have already had 5 years, 10 years with UPS. And now they got a new contract where at the end they're going to be making $50 an hour. Same pension, same $0 out of my pocket for health and welfare, But now I'm making $127,000 a year. I could have did that, knowing what I know. So
got it. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that.